guys, you're live with Tara and Mike at Living on a Dime.
Oops. All right.
Hold on to your table, folks.
It looks like we are live.
Tara's cooking.
Oh, something weird here.
Hello.
Right.
Hello. Here I am, but I see no one.
Hello, everyone. Maybe. Susan's here.
Hello, Susan.
Desiree, Denise, Karen, Becky, Mary, Bonnie, Amy, Bridget. Yay.
So we're on our own again. Dave is gone, and you should be thankful.
Did you just adjust it again?
Yes, because look.
Oh, okay.
You're lopped off. Do you
Hello,
want me to
haven't
lop
got a
you
show
off?
in a while. Happy Monday, everyone. Hello.
I'm a good camera person.
You are.
I've been doing this for 2 years now.
You are.
You just don't have faith in me.
Oh, sure.
See, I told you so.
But you see it live and not like 10 minutes delayed. Patricia,
Hello.
Rhonda, Robin, Carrie, Sandy.
Do you want to
Hello,
tell them
everyone.
what's wrong? How?
It's a little quieter today than Friday. Good afternoon, Wenda.
Well, do you want...
Oh, your mom's on. Better
I
not
don't
say
know
anything
what to
about her.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was
You
trying
can't
to...
talk about your mother-in-law.
Andy says, so excited to see you again. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Okay, so we are making apple crisp, but while everybody's getting on here, I'm going to throw in the rest of my dinner. Remember the meatballs I made? I have frozen meatballs right here.
Ooh, nummy.
Frozen meatballs.
Oh, Jenna, sorry your son is in the PICU.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Hope he's okay. Or... Howdy from cold Spokane. How is everyone tonight? They're asking how you're feeling today.
Well, I'm alive, but I wouldn't say I was kicking.
Okay, that's the way to say it. Snowing in Grass Valley, California. Whoa.
Where?
Grass Valley?
I have no idea where that is.
It's in California.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
Because you know.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm saving
Because
my
our switchers used to be Grass Valley switchers. Which were...
classic, my olive oil, my cheapy classic olive oil. I save this and refill it with the big ones that I use for my soap. So,
One cooking channel says, easy apple crisp with meatballs?
yes. So, anybody noticed?
And Brown noticed. Nancy noticed.
A couple of people noticed?
Yes.
That's all that noticed?
I don't know. I haven't read everybody yet.
Oh.
You look so much better tonight, Tara, but how are the boys? They're improving. They're still... Two family noticed. They're still coughing a lot, but they should be well enough to go to school tomorrow, right?
Well, let me just say they're going to school whether they want to or not.
I think a lot of people noticed. I'm just seeing all the comments now.
Yeah.
Where is Dave? So he and Ellie went to see the new Marvel movie Black Panther. And they invited me to go, and I was tempted, but they would have had to wait till after the show, so... Whoa. Freedom Maker says, just found apples for 79 cents a pound. Can't wait to see this recipe.
Oh, wow.
So do you want to explain?
It's a joke, guys. We put diaper rash cream on his arm just to see if anybody would notice.
Yeah, Tara... What's funny is, I was surprised we still have the diaper rash cream, and I noticed I had written on there, Burns Jack.
Don't use.
We knew never to give him... I think we twice put it on, because the second time we forgot. Looking forward to the apple crisp recipe. Yay!
So this apple crisp recipe is my great-grandmother's. Actually, the grandma that Ellie is named after. It is in our Dining on a Dime cookbook on page 285. What?
Oh, it's just, there were still people asking. Yes, it was. It's a TV test joke. Actually, there was a little rash on there.
A little bit. Not too bad, though, because we used Charmin.
We were just joking about it, and then I was like, wait, there actually is something on here.
Yeah, so everybody's doing all the toilet paper jokes. We were talking with Deep South Homestead. Apparently, they love their Scott tissue. And so I thought it was funny. There was a picture of them planting in the garden. And I said, oh, are you burying your Scott tissue? Because all it's good for is compost.
Oh!
I was joking, of course. Okay, oh dear. I was not prepared.
Oh, Madeline, you are going to love this. It is so easy to make.
And it is very delicious. And I forgot my apple peeler. Hold on.
Oh, sorry about your ice storm, Stormy. That's the worst kind. What is that you're putting on the veggies?
I put my seasoned salt and paprika and some olive oil, and then I roast them in the oven. We're having that with some meatballs.
I might have to go wash this off. It's distracting people. Is it Scott Byrne? Kimberly's asking.
It is. It's Scott Byrne because you know Charmin doesn't do that.
Wow. Today's National Chocolate Mint Day.
Oh,
Better
we
call the
gotta
kids
get
and have them
these.
bring some ice cream.
We gotta get these. Maybe we should do a year of national days of whatever food it is on that day. We should do it.
Yes.
Okay.
I should go clean this off. It's going to be distracting everyone.
It's disturbing everybody. Oh my! It
Well,
was a joke,
for,
guys.
well, thanks for being concerned.
Page 285, apple crisp. So this is mom's recipe. It's like 70 years old.
Grandma Bessie's recipe?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay, I just shared the recipe
Super
in the
yummy.
comments. I'm about to share the book
And-
too.
Now this says 6 apples, but these apples are actually pretty small. So I'm gonna use. Oops, I did it wrong. So I'm gonna actually use a few more than 6, but that's okay.
Love old-fashioned desserts, Stephanie says.
Oh shit. Run out there and measure my low water and see how hot it is.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to get these cored and peeled real quick. What is it?
119.5.
Yes, bring it in, please, carefully.
Smoked.
Set it right there. Thank you.
It's not hot, is it?
Not as hot as I am. Okay, so getting my apples here. Now this is actually one of my favorite recipes. I love homemade apple crisp, and I'm making this one gluten-free for me because I want to eat some. Guys, cooking gluten-free is not rocket science. Where you get into trouble with gluten-free is when you bake like breads and cakes. I just don't make those things. So I make things that are easy like apple crisp. Ugh, if I can get it off.
Do you think I should go wash this off?
Ugh. Is it really disturbing that many people?
Well, just a lot of people are joining and haven't heard the story yet.
Oh, okay. Go wash it up. We just put the diaper rash cream on Mike's arm as a joke.
It was a joke with reference to our toilet paper show on Friday, which was crazy popular.
Which was one of our more popular shows.
But I think it's distracting people as people join.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to disturb your souls. Okay. So, getting these peeled and cored really quick here. Now, I am using Pink Lady only because they looked good in the store. Normally I use Gala because that's just what I buy, but I have used Red Delicious. I have used Fuji. I don't use Granny Smith for my apple pies or for my apple crisps because quite frankly, Granny Smith is just too sour. So if people don't really just love your apple pie, that's probably why.
So Anna's wondering, is it worth getting the peeler out for just a few apples? Not sure if I should invest in one.
Well, I will say I've had this peeler for 20 years. No, 23 or 4 years actually. And I will say that I use it about 6 times a year, 8 times a year. for me, it's worth it because I hate peeling apples. So it just depends on how much you hate peeling apples, I guess. If you really hate it, then I would invest in one. If you don't, then I wouldn't worry about it. But they last quite a while.
Erin says, my hubby and I giggled our way through the TP episode and also found it really helpful. Oh, Gilbert found I love my dining on dime, but found not just beans in the thrift store. The only marking on the book was it was signed Enjoy Tara, which makes it priceless to me.
Oh my goodness, you found a sign, not just beans? How cool.
Terry's wondering, how much do you think that the apple crisp costs to make?
The apple crisp costs to make?
Yeah.
I would say probably $1.50. Well, it depends on how much you pay for your apples. I don't know what we paid for these, but Colorado does not have cheap apples usually. But I would say if you can get your apples cheap enough, you could do it for $1. But maybe $2, $1 to $2, somewhere around there. I don't think it would be much. Okay, now here's an easy way to slice your apples. After you've cored them, boop, just cut them in half. There you go. Super simple, super fast. That's why I like the apple peeler corer. But like I said, I use mine 6 to 8 times a year, and I've had mine for 20, almost probably 25 years now. And I think it's worth it. But like I said, I don't like peeling apples. So if you don't mind, then you can go for it. Okay, so there we go. Got our apples in here. Now I'm arranging them. Man, sorry guys. I'm arranging them in my pan. And like I said, I used like 8 apples or something. I don't know, I didn't count, but I just guesstimated. And my apples were on the small side. So, okay. Now, brown sugar. Here we go. So, you're going to take and you're going to measure out your brown sugar. I have no idea where mine went. Ah! Oh my! Brown sugar all over the place. Okay.
I don't know why. I better come on it.
I just dumped brown sugar all over the counter.
But not on the computer? That's cool. All right.
And my Mr. Here, you make sure it's not poisonous. Okay? Make sure it's not poisonous. Is it poisonous?
Ooh, Erin says, glad to be here for the live show. I always catch your show later. Glad you're here.
Ooh, welcome. Okay, let me wash my hands since I accidentally dumped brown sugar all over. Okay, now, next. Now for my oatmeal.
Two Family Homestead says, you realize you're going to be Raz Friday evening around the campfire.
I know. So we're going to do, when we go to Wiggins, Mississippi for the Deep South Homestead gathering, so we're getting there early with some other YouTubers, and we're going to be having a kind of a YouTube conference. But one of our shows is going to be Friday night around, I hope Alderman Farms is okay with this, around Alderman Farms campfire. If you're not, guys, well, sorry, we'll find another campfire. And so we're going to have some people over, two family, Alderman Farms, probably Deep South Homestead. I don't know who else. Whoever else wants to come, I guess. But
a lot of people saying, love the toilet paper show. Laugh so hard.
Thank you, guys. Okay, now this is cinnamon, which I'm almost out of.
Ooh.
And nutmeg. I love nutmeg, so I am adding nutmeg. Right there.
Did you mention about sharing?
No, will you guys share, please? Because that will help us out. Facebook is being a dork. And if you guys could help us out by sharing, that would be great. And if you're watching later, if you guys can share, it really helps us because when you guys share, they see the love and then they think, ooh, these people are important. So there you go. And that's how we make money. Facebook has made a whole bunch of changes and they're not showing small business pages. Did you share it on the grocery one?
I didn't. I didn't do that.
So, go on the bottom, hit share. There.
We're sharing our own.
Hold on, we got to, while we're talking about sharing, right there, 2-page.
Share to a page.
And then click right here to group. Group. And then type in save. Right there.
Dun-dun.
And then share. Okay. All right, now, my brown sugar was a little clumpy, so I'm just breaking up the clumps. Okay, so here's the butter. And, oh, pooey. I didn't get out enough butter. Hold on, let me find some butter.
This stuff is really good. Wow, everyone's loving their apple peelers.
Yeah, I love my apple peeler. But, like I said, I hate peeling apples. So, okay, so I just take my fingers and break up the crust. Just like so. Until it's all nice and crumbly. See, can you guys see that? See how nice and crumbly that's getting? You want it to be kind of like cornmeal, I guess. Yeah.
I forgot who it was that asked about how much it costs, but I just looked and apple peelers are like $19, $18 and something.
Yeah.
And I will share, we have them on our recommended items at Amazon, so I'll share that so you can see the link, and if you happen to go through that link to get it, we'll get a small...
Okay, then you pour it over the top, just like so. And then you get yourself some water. Now, my grandma's recipe is the only one that I've ever seen that tells you to put water on it. I don't know why. I think it steams the apples or something, but anyway. Super yummy. Oh man, that is good.
How is Jack feeling? He seems to be doing better. He's coughing a lot, but...
Yeah. I was going to take David to the doctor today, and our doctor is not back until March 2nd. So, okay. So, then you throw it in the oven, and you let it bake.
Jeanette had asked, what are you putting in the bowl? She said she couldn't see what it was.
I put in my brown sugar, oatmeal flour, butter, sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and water on top. So,
let me share that recipe again, too.
That's it, guys. It's super easy and super yummy.
And I'm sharing the recipe here in the comments right now. And if you've missed it in the comments, you can go to livingonadime.com, and in the menu, click on show notes, and everything we're sharing or might have shared will be in there in the show notes.
And since I knew this would be a super fast and easy recipe, I decided to go ahead and make some soap. So let me clean up while Mike's giving me some questions.
Anne asked if you still I lost it. If you still recommend the the place to buy spices that you mentioned in the cookbook.
Yeah, although when I wrote, actually, we should probably do, that needs to be hold on, actually, let me write myself a note on that.
I don't remember which one was that, the San Francisco?
Yeah. So when I wrote this at the time, San Francisco Herb was the only place that you could get bulk spices really easily. So at the time, San Francisco Herb was it. But now you can go to pretty much any Whole Foods type store. I wouldn't go to Whole Foods. They're ridiculously expensive. I went in there the other day. I'm like, why is anyone shopping here? You people are nuts. No offense if you shop there, but you're nuts. It's ridiculously expensive. So,
how do you really feel?
You want to know how I really feel? I'm holding back. And so now, like any bulk spice place, we have Lucky's and Sprouts here that has the food. But now even at Walmart, you can get spices for so cheap at Walmart. I would just get them at Walmart if I were you. But
So we had a number of questions here that I didn't see earlier. Rosemary asked, what did you add after the oats? Do you remember?
I added gluten-free flour and you can use regular flour, but I'm gluten-free, so I use gluten-free oats and gluten-free flour.
And Ruth was asking what page is the recipe on?
It is in Dining on a Dime cookbook on page 285.
Aw, getting lots of love.
Thank you guys. Yeah, so you can get spices even at Walmart for cheaper now. So really, you can get them at San Francisco Herb, but when I wrote the book 20 years ago, they were the only bulk place really that you could get them at. And now you can buy bulk herbs all over the place.
Did you add pancake mix because you're out of flour? No, it wasn't pancake mix.
Well, it was pancake mix that's gluten-free, but I just wanted a gluten-free flour, and so that's fine. The little bit of baking powder and salt that's in it isn't going to matter. So.
Was there butter in there? Sarah's asking. I should go look.
Okay, I guess I really messed up this recipe, didn't I? I'm sorry. I'm so used to making it that I just threw it all together. I'm sorry, guys. Yes, so I put in butter. You can do margarine if you want to save money. I happen to have butter on hand, so that's what I used.
I'm sharing the recipe again for you guys.
Yeah. So. Which gluten-free flour is the cheapest, Miss Justice? I would not go on which gluten-free flour is the cheapest. I would go on how does it taste. And at the moment, I'm just using Pamela's because it's good, and I really haven't had a chance to test a bunch of gluten-free flours. And I just stopped baking gluten-free.
Because it's pretty pricey.
Because it's just so expensive, it's just not even worth it. So maybe I'll do a show and see which one tastes the best, but I like Pamela's the best. I think it tastes the best. So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to make some soap while we're waiting for all that stuff to bake.
So if you're just joining us, Tara made the apple crisp recipe, and it's in the oven right now. Mm-hmm. And it's super yummy, so we can't wait for it to come out. Yep. It's the gluten-free pancake mix that you used on the Amazon list. I don't know.
Probably not, but you can get a link for it.
Is that the Pamela's?
Yeah. Mike will get a link, and let me look and see. It used to be as cheap.
This one?
On Amazon as the store. Well, not quite. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So is it more at the store or more at Amazon?
It's cheaper at my store, at my Kroger store. So,
oops.
You might do a price comparison, but guys, man alive, what is wrong with me?
I just added it to our Amazon list here. I'm going to share a link for our recommended items at Amazon, and it's on there now. That's the gluten-free flour. And also the apple peeler that everyone was asking about earlier is also on that same page.
And also, guys, our Dig Out of Debt ebook is $5 until tonight.
What?
And my How to Make Soap e-course is 50% off. It's only $15. It's huge. It's 3 ebooks and several videos. So if you guys are wanting those, grab them. Okay, so I'm making 8 pounds of soap at a time now. And, oh goodness, I'm sorry guys. And I am going to have to get a bigger container. Okay, so I'm bringing it to trace, emulsifying it and bringing it to trace, and I'm going slow because it's so full.
Terry's asking, can you freeze the apple crisp?
I don't know why you couldn't. You probably could.
Once it's done, I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah. I've never had it around long enough to freeze it. I don't know.
S. Oak is asking, what kind of soap are you making?
So, I am making pink berry mimosa. I didn't even know what mimosa was, but apparently it's some sort of booze. It just sounded good. Since I do not partake in the alcoholic beverages, which make me want to hurl, I didn't know that's what it was. But we could have Mike look up the title if you want. Do you want to look it up? I don't know if Rustic Essentials has it or not. Look on there first. Michael, look it up and see if he can find the description for you.
Was mimosa, you said?
Pink. No. Okay, try Wholesale Supply Plus.
Okay.
Alright, now we are at Trace. Woohoo! Lovely. Alright, so now I'm going to divide it up here into my...
Where did you get it?
Well, I got here, but I don't really like that place. So.
This one?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, dear.
Pink berry mimosa, huh? Where's the description?
Right there.
A playful combination of sweet strawberries, ripe raspberries, citrus peel, and sparkling pink Moscato.
There you
Which
go.
is what?
I have no idea what Moscato is. But it smells really good. Here.
Oh, that does smell really good.
And I almost forgot to put it in.
A
as
sweet
I usually
Italian
do.
dessert wine, it says.
A sweet Italian dessert wine?
Yeah, when I looked up what Moscato is.
Okay, well then I guess now we know what Moscato is. No idea. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to get a bigger container. Woo! That is pretty big, pretty full. Okay, I'm stirring in my fragrance.
Did you buy apple? Do you buy apples in bulk in store or just buy them as needed?
I just buy them as we need it. Yeah, I don't have anywhere to store stuff like that. I do not.
Your brother's on.
So.
He says, hi, sister.
Oh, hello, my brother.
And he says, kryptonite soap.
Are you out of your kryptonite soap? Okay, so let's get this poured if we can. Wow.
Do you need help? You do need help.
No, I'm just trying to think here. Let's see. I'm doing 2 pinks, a white, and a green. So yeah, this is what I need.
Shall I help you?
No, I got it. Thank you. Okay, so there's 1 pink. 2 pinks. Dripping, dripping, dripping. And then my green. Okay. And I'm not doing a lot of green in this one, just a little bit for an accent color. What's the matter?
Trinity says I just went to YouTube to see if I could watch live stream and it said I couldn't with restrictions turned on.
What?
I guess making soap must be R-rated.
Seriously?
That's odd. We should try the restrictions and see what that is.
Well, do we need to go see if we're even live on there?
We are.
You're sure they can see us?
Well, there are people commenting.
There's people commenting on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh.
An orange juice and champagne is the mimosa. Yeah, I had to look it up because we've heard of them, but we actually probably haven't ever had one.
Orange juice and champagne, huh? Okay, so
Oh.
this is my titanium dioxide that I'm putting in. Oops, I'm sorry, I forgot my spoon.
Amy T was noting that in Australia, apple crisp is normally called apple crumble.
Oh, interesting. So we were looking up keywords today because Mike was getting the post ready. And we were like, do we call it crisp? Do we call it crumb? Do we call it crumble?
Cobbler.
Do we call it cobbler? So it took him quite a while today to get that post done because he, we're working on getting our website all organized and combining posts that are old posts and all that kind of stuff. And I was going through 2005 to 2007 today, and it was pretty funny. We were talking about how Mike was brushing David's teeth, and he said, "Ow, that hurts." And when he found out he wasn't going to get in trouble, he was like 3. He told Mike, he said, "Well, I was eating the money and my tooth melted." Like, now we got a dental bill for baby teeth.
He was chewing on dimes.
Yes, he was chewing on dimes.
He was grinding his teeth off.
Well, he broke it off on that one, but yeah. So, okay, so this is a sample of pink that I got, and I'm just trying it out to see. Looks pretty. I don't know. And then here's my other pink that I'm going to try.
What brand did you say that fragrance was?
That one is Crafter's Choice. So, okay. And I think I'm not going to like that color. I think I'm going to have to add a little bit of white. And then my green.
Bryant says, you mentioned last video elizing wards off the flu. Does it boost the immune system? Well, it's said to be antiviral.
Yeah.
But probably would be good to look it up online and see what they say about that. But I know they recommend it for canker sores and things like that.
Yeah, they say it's antiviral, but I don't know. Okay, here we go.
Do you have a corned beef recipe for St. Patrick's Day?
Actually, we do. Yep. Mike will get a link for it, but we do.
Is it on the website?
It is.
Ooh.
Because we are living on a dime and we have all your cooking needs taken care of.
Woohoo.
There you go. So you can eat better and spend less. With our Dining on a Dime cookbook with over 1,200 recipes and tips. There you go. Now, how was that for an infomercial?
Nice.
Okay, so this fragrance is a little on the orange side, and it's not getting my white as white as I would like it. But that's okay. We'll just go with it. It's pretty white, actually. It's looking pretty good.
Oops.
All right, so now...
There we go. Okay. Now I'm trying Rosemary, I just shared that. I'm going to go put it on our show notes, too, in case you happen to not see it.
Okay, I think that's going to be a little darker than I want.
Something's smelling good.
It smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want this one to be a little bit pinker, like light pink. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit of white to it.
Your brother says that it is, we are blocked if you have restrictions turned on your thing.
If you have restrictions turned on, what kind of restrictions do you have
what
turned
that
on?
means.
What does that mean?
We'll have to ask him after the show.
Somebody tell us what that means. It's disturbing me. Okay, that's more what I was going for. I'm really getting that titanium dioxide mixed in. Okay, liking that.
Should I be looking here?
Looking good, looking good. Now for my green. All right, there we go. Oh, I'm liking that. Good, 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 good. That's looking pretty, looking pretty.
Ooh, Denise says there's also a tree in the south that has the most beautiful pink or white flowers. It smells so good, and it's called a mimosa tree.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I thought it was a tree. Okay. No, here I thought I was losing my mind. I thought mimosa was a tree. Okay, thank you. But then when we were looking it up, it said it was some sort of booze, so I was like, okay, well, I guess I was wrong on that.
Oh, I bet I know why restrictions on doesn't allow you to go on YouTube, because it's live.
Yeah, but what does the restrictions mean?
It means it might not be safe for kids or something.
We're not safe for kids?
What I'm saying is when you're live, they don't know what you're doing. I know that they don't allow any live broadcasts in certain countries because of that.
Oh my. Okay, so I'm testing out my new molds still.
And Ruth just said the same thing. They're all blocked while they're streaming.
Okay. All right, so I don't know what I think of my new molds yet. I'm still testing them. So it'll be interesting to see. Oops, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, so got that poured.
Love the colors.
Thank you, guys. Okay, now.
It's so quiet without Dave here.
Is it super quiet without Dave? Don't know what to do. All right. Now my friend Penny and viewer Penny, she would love this. She is all about pink. I was thinking about her when I was making it. And man, this smells really good.
Did you set a timer on the food?
No,
How do we know when it's smelling done?
because I looked at the clock.
Suzanne says, I gotta go make apple crisp now and get heavy cream to whip up.
Yeah, it's really good with ice cream or whipped cream. Yum-a-rummo.
Uh-oh.
What?
I must be behind on the comments. Your brother was saying they had already answered the YouTube question.
Oh, oops. Okay, sorry guys.
Where is Dave? Dave and Ellie went together to see Black Panther, which is a new superhero movie from Marvel. Kind of like the Avengers, that sort of thing.
Yep.
Huh, interesting. So if you've ever not been able to watch the show on YouTube, if you have restrictions on, like parental restrictions, that apparently prevents you from watching live shows. So just turn that off and then you'll be able to.
Interesting. Okay.
Already looks beautiful. Love the color of your soap.
Thank you. Man, I'm telling you guys, this stuff smells good. Even if I do say so myself, which I do.
Oh, Shayla's on too, saying
But
she
it
loves the
smells
pink.
really good. Thank you, Shayla. Shayla is my sister-in-law. If you guys go over to the How to Save on Groceries Facebook page, she was on there telling about making beans for refried beans the other day. Yep. Okay, so now I'm just swirling this gently with a spoon. I don't want to mix. I just want it to kind of, I don't know, get in there. Probably should have done a hanger swirl. I always do a spoon swirl, but it's easy. I like it. Okay.
Oh, so Wendy says my church service's live feed is family friendly, but I can't see it if it's streaming. So that means that there's nothing wrong apparently. All right.
All right, so I'm getting some of the green down to the bottom. And then I'm going to put pink and then white and then my beads. Okay, that's, oh, I'm loving those colors, guys. What do you think? Oh, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. Okay, so let me tap it down. By the way, I am getting ready to mail some soap to Wiggins, Mississippi for our gathering. Okay, so I tapped it down so that to get the air bubbles out. Because if you're not careful in tapping, you can get little, let me see, where'd it go? My acne soap, well, good grief. Oh yeah, so you can get a little air bubble in it like that. See that little tiny air bubble right there? So that's what can happen. All right, so now I'm gonna divide this and I'm gonna gently put this on top, my pink on top. Gently spoon it because I don't want to run out because I want to make it even for both of them. Okay.
Oh, J-Jo says apple crisp is definitely okay to freeze. I thought so.
Yeah, I just have never had it around long enough to freeze because I eat it for like breakfast and that kind of thing.
Oh, Tina Marie is asking, what is the soap for? Body wash?
Yes. Yes, I sell my soap. Michael put the link if you guys want to buy my soap. It is on my Etsy store. And this soap won't be ready for 4 weeks. It takes 4 weeks to cure after I cut it, so I'll cut it on Wednesday's show. But it takes 4 weeks to cure cold process soap and 2 or so for hot process soap. And yeah. So
should have shared that to the soap thing. Oh no, you don't have a YouTube, Facebook soap thing.
What? Oh yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I make soap for my hobby. I just enjoy doing it. I like doing crafty, creative type things. And I love to bake. And since I don't need to eat my baking, this is a great way to do sort of baking without having the calories. And then we can just smell good.
What time are you looking for, just to make sure?
5:30.
Okay. Somebody was asking, I forgot who, what recipe did we do today?
We did apple crisp. It's in the oven. We've got about 10 more minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes, and it'll be done. And then we will sample.
I just shared the link for it, the recipe in the description or in the comments, and if you can't find it there, you can go to livingonadime.com and in the menu click on show notes, and it's in the show notes.
Yep. Okay. Getting this all. I'm testing out 2 new mold liners.
Did you already answer? I think you did, but Catherine was asking when the soap would be ready to sell.
4 weeks. This will be up in my Etsy store, which Michael put a link to. I'm testing 2 new mold liners.
Wait, what am I putting a link in for?
My Etsy store.
Okay.
I had purchased some silicone mold liners, and they were supposed to last a lifetime if you hand wash them, and I hand washed them. And they didn't even last 9 months. I was pretty hacked, actually. I was really nice on my review, but I could have said a few choice words.
So Denise says Dave isn't allowed to be gone again this time. Just too quiet. You can't handle it.
Ah, that's funny.
It's funny we noticed it was a lot quieter without Dave around.
Okay, so I'm going to let this set up for just a minute and get a little more firm before I finish the top here while I'm stirring my veggies real quick here.
Mary said, I was telling my sister-in-law about the great toilet paper 2018 and my dismay she uses Scott. I couldn't believe it how awful. I asked her if she wadded up 15 sheets and she said, yes, she does. And we laughed so hard. I'm
telling you, it takes 15 sheets to get a good moisture breakthrough free experience when you use Scott.
Oh, Rose says.
Okay, I'm letting this soap set up for just like 5 minutes or so while we chit chat, and then we will. Then I'll put my top on.
Rose said that your brother was asking for light blue soap. I forgot what color. What exact? Baby blue soap.
Well, I have some already in stock if you want it.
Did you want me to share the link to the toilet paper show again?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So if you guys missed it on Friday, we had a pretty wild show Everybody seemed to be loving it. It was Tara's How to Save Money on Toilet Paper.
I should have done tissues this week while we all have our colds.
And even though we said that about Scott, we're not dissing all of you who like Scott.
If you like Scott, really, I don't care. But I will say, after our test, and I get it, you get it on sale and all that. I did regular price on all the toilet papers just so it'd be an even playing field. But Scott was actually one of the more expensive toilet papers by double the price, actually, of the other ones. So if you want to go see the comparisons, I broke them down. I did 19 toilet papers.
I sure did, didn't I?
And
Oh, I don't know if I did.
if you want to see the comparisons, you can go to that link. And at the bottom, I have all the toilet paper comparisons. And it's so funny. We're like, what were we, number 3 on Google? We're like number 3 for the Google search on what's the cheapest toilet paper.
Actually, what I shared wasn't the video link. Here, let me go to that one.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Copy video URL. There we go.
So, and I've always been curious because I've always thought I knew which one was cheaper, and I was really wrong. But I thought it would be a lot better than it was, but yeah.
Mike is lost. Mike's, the show notes are crazy. Oh, that's not the right one. What'd I do? Okay.
You're holding up the works here, dear.
What did I do?
So anyway, we have a ton of toilet paper now. We decided when we go to Wiggins, Mississippi for the Deep South Homestead Gathering, that's a mouthful too. We're going to be there March 11th at 10 a.m. at the fairgrounds, if you guys are wondering. We decided Mike and I are going to wrap our bodies in toilet paper and get on the plane, and that will be our contribution for the gathering. We'll bring all the toilet paper. Can you see TSA looking at us? Oh, that would be so hilarious to do that video. Should we do that? We should do that.
Do you think we could make them laugh?
Seriously. Why would there be any problem with us wrapping ourselves in toilet paper?
Probably. Depends on what kind of mood they're in that day.
That would be hilarious. We should do that.
I wonder if that would be something they haven't seen before. Okay, here's
I
the
bet
toilet
they
paper
haven't
show
seen that one.
link. I shared the wrong link earlier, so I shared the one to the post.
And one lady commented on our YouTube video, well, I don't know what getting your hands wet matters anyway if you're washing your hands. I'm like, excuse me? Who wants that stuff all over your hands, people? That is nasty.
Well, I wouldn't care if it was me, but
I do.
But I'm a guy too.
Oh,
That's what the problem
man.
makes.
Can you make sure I'm...
So Bonnie, yeah, sure.
All right, so now I'm going to do my top.
Do you want to see the soap or you?
Soap.
Okay, back to the soap.
I'm going to do my top while Mike's getting me questions here.
So Bonnie said, I was saving the soap I got from you because it was so pretty. Finally broke down and opened it and used it. Loved it. Made my hands so soft.
Thank you. Yeah.
You get a lot of requests for bars of this.
Oh, man. So this is really, really thick. Or no, thin.
Vicky
wanted it to be thicker.
Vicky wants to know if the soap is moisturizing.
It is. It does not dry out your hands. Interesting. So this is not what I had anticipated.
In what sense?
Well, I was needing it thicker. Okay, just one sec, guys, here. Let me see if I can beat this up with the mixer to get it thicker real quick.
Oh, our soapy course is 50% off.
Yeah.
Ending tonight, so I'm sharing that link right now. So
And if you're watching this on YouTube later, it may or may not be on sale, guys. Don't comment because I soap live on my other channel, Living on a Dime, if you're watching this on my How to Make Soap YouTube channel later. Probably in June. At the rate I get to editing videos. Okay, I'm mixing it up a little bit more to see if it'll set up quicker. Because the more you mix it, the thicker it gets.
why there are restrictions on YouTube. Wrapping yourself in toilet paper.
That's funny.
Yes, guys, if you're just joining us, we made the apple crisp at the beginning of the show, but it's still in the oven, and we're going to pull it out here shortly.
Okay. Now, if this doesn't set up, I'm going to have to go with plan B.
Is this hand and body soap, Susan is asking?
It is. And people love it because it doesn't dry out your skin. It just makes a nice, clean bar soap. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit a little bit longer. See if it'll get thick like it's supposed to.
Vicky's asking, if I order soap, can you cut the bars in half for me?
Well, not really, because I already have them wrapped if they're already on my Etsy store. But it's really super simple. You just have to take a regular knife and just cut them in half. I just use something like this.
Deborah, sometimes on a mobile device, Facebook won't let you click on the show links while the show is live. I don't know why, but that's a Facebook thing. Yeah. So yeah, if you go to show notes, you should be able to click them there with no problem. And again, for those of you who are wondering about show notes, you go to livingonadime.com, click in the menu, and click on show notes. That's the notes with all the links that we share during the show.
Yeah.
So, hey, you ready for questions?
Yep.
How much longer do you think? Until 5:30, you said?
5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people are wondering which toilet paper won.
So the Great Value Mega Roll, 6 rolls, not 12. What was funny about this experiment, which I thought was very interesting, was the 6 roll. See, everybody thinks if you buy in bulk, you're saving money, and you're not necessarily. That's why I hate warehouse stores, because they make you think like you're saving money, and you're not actually saving money when you go to Costco and Sam's a lot of times. I mean, you can sometimes. But I'm going to do a show on Costco because people think they're saving money when they go there, and you're really not. But the 6 roll was the cheapest, but the 12 roll was actually the most expensive, which I thought was very interesting.
So, what was I going to say? Oh, so there were a couple of... Something else Tara discovered is that, and you would see that in the show if you happen to see it, but even though that one was the cheapest, there was not much difference in price between them. Although the one thing is, if you're a person who's used Scott forever and you get Charmin and your kids still use the same amount of Charmin as they use Scott, then it would be more expensive because you just don't need to use that much.
Yeah, and we noticed that with people who are used to using toilet papers like Scott, when they switch over, they say, well, it doesn't save me any because I use more Charmin. No, what's happening is your family's just used to using 15 sheets for each wipe, when in reality all you need is 3 or 4 sheets of Charmin. And so that's where the difference comes in. But yeah, it was rather an interesting show, that's for sure.
Charlotte's asking, is that the Walmart brand?
The Great Value Walmart brand, yes. Was the 6 roll was actually the cheapest one.
So Jack, people are wondering if you got a cuddle from Nan, would that make you feel better? Maybe. Sarah is asking, I don't have Facebook, so if I have any questions, could I still get help with questions about the soap if I buy the e-course?
Yeah, so we have a special Facebook page that you can join if you have questions, but if you don't have Facebook, you can just email me and I can personally answer you. So, this didn't quite turn out like I was thinking. Let's see, I'm not sure if I should keep going with my original plan.
Dun, 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 dun.
So yeah, if you have questions, please email me and I will be happy to help you with them. Let's see.
Oh, hey guys, I'm going to tell you why you're here. If you contact us, and you use Hotmail or MSN or Outlook Mail or Live.com. Those are all Microsoft things. They've added a new thing, and if we reply to you, you won't get our reply unless you know about it. So you can, if you log in and you're in the mail, there's 2 inboxes now. One of them says other, and one of them says like promoted inbox or something, or I forgot what it's called. But you have to click on the other to see our messages, apparently. And apparently this is blocking lots and lots of people. So just so you know, if you're using...
Did you ever get a hold of Laverne?
Laverne replied and said she did receive the message, so yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Because one lady, we've been like for what, a week?
We've been trying to help, and the messages just aren't going through because Microsoft thinks they know more than
And
you
we
do,
even
but-
tried calling her on the phone. I mean, we could not get a hold of this lady to help her. And yeah.
So we're trying to warn everyone who uses Microsoft webmail, various kinds of webmail like Hotmail, that if you want to get a message from us, you have to look in the other box.
Yeah, because they're not going to send it to you. Okay, so I kind of flopped it here. Let's see if we can push it back up. All right, now.
Oops, somebody's asking about, what did I miss something? GL.
Okay, so now I'm going to put my little ditties on top here.
Robin is asking, do you use glycerin? And if so, do you have any soaps that don't? You don't use glycerin, do you?
I don't use glycerin in my soap, but glycerin is a natural byproduct of soap. So I don't know, unless you buy soap that's made like it. See, what happens is when you make soaps like Dove and Irish Spring and all that, they remove the glycerin from the soap. And so if you have any homemade soap, it's already got glycerin that naturally occurs in it. And that's what helps keep the moisture in your hands, is the glycerin. Okay, hold on just a second. I forgot to spray it.
So many good smells all together.
Yes. All right, my apple crisp is almost done, but let me check just a second, guys. Ooh, we're almost there. Hold on.
You guys are toilet paper legends, Rebecca says.
We're toilet paper legends. That's funny. Okay, so let me get these on, and then I'll pull out my apple crisp.
Lash Love 16 says, you're so funny, especially on Friday with the toilet paper. You all should do a tour at comedy clubs. Wow.
Man, that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's disturbing me that...
Sandra's asking, how many bars of soap do you get out of one mold?
I get about... Okay, I'm feeling like Monk, but this is really bothering me. I get about 18. Oh, now I messed it up.
Rosemary, I think the great value is Walmart.
It's
you might be able
Walmart.
to get it at Sam's if you go there too, because it's Walmart.
But
also.
if you get the Sam's toilet paper, if you have a Sam's membership, the Sam's was actually the cheapest, and then the Costco was the cheapest, and then the Walmart Great Value. But I put those on the list, but I didn't really announce those because I don't want people thinking they have to go buy a membership to save money, because you don't. So, okay. Ooh, I'm liking this one. I'm thinking this one turned out nice. It's going to be a really high one, but I think it's pretty cool. 1,
looks
2, 3,
awesome.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and that'll be my sample down there.
Susan is wondering, is soap making expensive when you're first getting started?
Ah! Shoot. No, it doesn't have to be, actually. If you go to my... Can you get my soap YouTube channel on there for him, dear?
Oh,
If you go to my How to Make Soap YouTube channel... Oh,
yes.
come on, Tara. Okay, see how I dropped it? So I'll take a knife and scrape that off when the soap cures, and you won't even tell. You can actually make soap for almost free. The biggest expense is the hand blender. But making... Okay, so For just plain soap, you can do it for almost free. It's the fragrances and the colors that start getting expensive because that can get kind of pricey depending on what you buy and where you buy it and all that. Like some places will offer free shipping on their stuff if you order like $25 or more, but their prices are double over what if you would pay shipping. So you have to be really careful in buying soap supplies because some places can be really expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So we have more questions.
30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay. More questions. Okay. All right, guys. I'm liking that. I should have added a little glitter. I might do it later.
Susanna's
But
asking,
there you go.
is that cherry soap?
No.
It's Mimosa, pink Mimosa?
It's pink Mimosa is what it's called.
Here, I'll follow
So.
you down there so you can see the soap too. Okay. And oops, let me make sure Mike's going to be in the shot. We're missing our assistant Jack or David tonight, but we have our assistant Jack, who's being quite silent at the moment. Brandy wanted to know what happens if you use the soap before it's cured.
Well,
Probably disintegrates.
No. Well, no. What happens is it is still in the chemical process of changing to soap. So really that gets done in about 10 days or so. The lye in the water mixed with the oils, and after it has chemically changed, then it's turned to soap. And that takes about 10 days or so. Then after that, you're letting the water evaporate, and you get a harder bar of soap, which makes it last longer and lather better.
What? Did I mean it? Oh.
What?
OMG, Tara, you just said ditties. There, that means boobs in Scotland.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Oh, whoops.
Oops. Okay.
Now we know.
Man, I'll have to watch what I say. Good grief.
Speaking of Scotland, I saw a picture of Scotland with snow today, and I was thinking, wow, that looks amazing.
Okay, here's the apple crisp.
A lot of people were saying that the soap made them want dessert.
Yeah.
Well, here's a super awesome dessert here. Let me make sure that's on
Okay.
camera. Yay, it is.
Can you grab a little bowl?
Yep.
Test some.
Ooh, we have some ice cream too. Although you can use ice cream too.
All right. Here we
Do you
go.
want to dig in right away, or we let it cool for a minute?
Well, we should probably let it cool, but we'll put it in the bowl and let it cool for a minute while you give me a couple of questions.
We need this.
No, we don't need ice cream. It is good just like it is.
I know, but man.
Okay.
Bonnie says, I'm downloading the e-course for the soap right now. Awesome. Well, hope you love it.
Thank you for ordering.
Somebody was
Yeah,
asking,
it's 50% right now, guys. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it may or may not be on sale because I'm doing this live and it takes me a few weeks to get my videos edited.
it's only on sale till roughly midnight on the night when we're doing this broadcast.
Yeah.
But it might be on sale again in the future if you're watching this far in the
Okay,
future.
so that's how it turned out, just so you guys can see it.
Yay. That
That's the apple crisp.
smells really good. Somebody would, I don't think I asked you this. Somebody was asking what are those and what are they made of?
What are the little ditties?
Oops.
These are melt and pour soap that I colored and poured into a mold. So, yeah.
Amy, what time in the morning is it there right now? Amy T on YouTube's in Australia.
I think, isn't it like 8?
I know it's in the morning, but I don't know what time in the morning. Jen is asking if I want this to make how to make the soap e-course. Would it work on my smartphone? The videos, you'd be able to watch the videos on the smartphone, but they'd be only the size of your smartphone.
I have no idea.
You can email me directly, and I'll tell you specifically what. The ebooks are PDF, so you can generally read those on a smartphone. And yeah, so I don't see any reason why you couldn't. But if you want to contact me directly, just to make sure I understand everything. Let's see, what else do we have here? Not as many questions because we have fewer people on YouTube again, or Facebook again.
Thanks a lot, Facebook.
Facebook is keeping the show a secret from people, so let's see. David is a mean brother. Suzanne says.
What did he say now about me?
No, leave the apple crisp in. I want to see some drama followed by some action. Is the smoke
Funny.
alarm going off? No, Stormy. Oh.
Did I do good?
Mm-hmm.
It does not need ice cream because it's perfect by
But it would be
itself.
a la mode with ice cream. Yum. That's going to have to be dinner.
It's good.
Yum. Actually, that's really, really good.
It's really good.
And it was so easy. If you guys missed it at the beginning of the show, Tara made it, how long did it take?
Like 5 minutes.
I'll share the recipe again in the comments here. And
That's the beauty of dining on a dime. Our recipes are super fast.
and as usual, if you can't find the recipe, you can go to show notes and or you can go to our website livingonadime.com and click on show notes in the menu. And if you're watching this later, just go to our search bar and type in apple crisp. So yay.
So, with our Dining on a Dime cookbook right here, I got too much stuff on my counter. You can eat better and spend less.
Both
Dun,
of them?
dun, dun.
Whoa. All right, so let me see.
I'm going to work on the eat better part.
Okay. I think we're a little short on comments. Now Mike burnt his mouth. No, it wasn't actually burning my mouth. It was more I wasn't prepared for which way Tara was going with the spoon.
I made sure it was cool first.
Stacy is asking if you can just summarize the symptoms of the chronic fatigue.
The symptoms of chronic fatigue syndrome are basically you feel like you have a really bad flu that never goes away. The main symptom, of course, is you're tired for 6 months or more and it never goes away with sleep or rest. You have brain fog where you can't think very well. You can be nauseated. You can have pain in your body. Sometimes you can get swollen lymph nodes, a fever. So that's kind of it, the short version. But you can look it up online and see what the symptoms are.
Okay, so they're talking about Jill not being able to go to the Mississippi thing. They're like, we should stick her in our luggage. Actually,
Well.
I'm going to share the link to the. We're going to be in Wiggins, Mississippi on March 11th as part of the Deep South Homestead Spring Gathering, and that's Deep South Homestead is a YouTube family that we like, and there are a bunch of other people that we're friends with that are going to that as well. So
I like Danny and Wanda because they're into gardening, and I'm into gardening.
Jan says even with soap from the store, I let it sit out in the wrapper a couple days to harden more. I think it lasts longer.
Okay, so that's another myth that I'm curious to see if it's actually true or not.
Wait, you said it's a myth, and then you
Well,
said...
I mean, myth. Let's see. Wives' tale. I should say old wives' tale. I don't know if it's actually true or not. We should try it and see. Because I would think once it's wet again, it really wouldn't matter, but I don't know.
Susan, I'm not sure what you mean by can you copy the e-course. If you mean can you like print it out for yourself, sure. Or if you want to have it on multiple devices that you have, you can do that too.
You can print it out for your personal use.
Yeah, but you shouldn't print it out to give to other people. Well, yeah. When clicking to open video, what do you do with them? What do you open them with? So the videos are they're on the internet at vimeo.com in a special thing for that e-course. So if you can watch videos on the internet, you can watch them on there. You can also download them there. If you do, you would want to watch them in something like QuickTime, or I imagine Windows has a movie player that would play them as well, because they're MP4 videos, which is the same kind you can watch on your phones and stuff. Yeah, your mom is saying the crust on this apple crisp is like a caramel candy topping. Sandra, are they fresh apples? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, with whipped cream. That's a great idea, DC. Does your brother live on a dime also? About that. I don't know. What do you want?
David, no, actually, my sister uses me an example of what not to do. Yeah, that's
We have
pretty much
used him
it.
as examples before.
He's great for examples of what not to do. But we love him anyway.
Interesting. Wenda says Facebook wants to show me only highlights, ones that I respond to, so I make no comment, then they don't show me. Yeah, that's the problem is Facebook is trying to outthink people, so it doesn't show things to people when they actually want it. I have a bunch of friends that never shows me anymore because I didn't comment on something and there's a couple of times. Your mom says the recipe is great with dried apples too.
Yeah. Deb, what soaps am I bringing to Wiggins? I'm bringing Oatmeal and Honey, Love Spell, the Purple Passion, the Blueberry Pie, Unscented Acne. Trying to look down the list in my mind on my shelf of what I got at the moment. Maybe some chocolate covered cherry if I'm not sold out. Lavender if I'm not sold out. I'm almost sold out of it actually. Yeah.
Man, all that soap smells
I'm
delish.
shipping them probably the end of next week because they're going priority mail. And I'm only going to have probably 50 bars is I think all I'm going to take. I don't know. I'm trying to decide how much. I don't know how much to bring to this because I don't know how many people are there. A lot of people have already bought my soap, so if they've already bought it, they're probably not going to buy it again. Well, actually, that's not true. Sherry from Two Families, she keeps buying it, and I'm like, girlfriend, that is a lot of soap. And she's like, but I love your soap. I said, I know, but that's a lot of soap. She said, I love your soap.
Okay, let's see. We had a few other questions. They're just kind of random.
Nan is zapping love through the camera to you. Can you feel Nan's love zapping to you?
I can't remember who said it, but Jen, somebody did say that she's watching it on a phone and it's working great. So, yay.
Oh, good.
Susanna says you'll sell 50 in a flash. And she also asked if we've ever tried tofu in general. We have tried it. We're not real fond of it. It's not something that's so hideous. I would never eat it for any reason, but we probably would never make it for ourselves.
To me, it was like eating snot.
I think we wouldn't make it for ourselves. Well, there's a Chinese restaurant that I one time got a vegetable thing on, and they had little squares of tofu that were, I guess, fried or something because they had a little bit of brown on the outside. They were okay, but tasted like I was eating a sponge. So we would eat them.
I just have to say, if God meant us to be vegetarian, he wouldn't have made bacon. That's all I gotta say about that.
Two Family says my daughter-in-law and myself will not run out of soap. That's for sure. The cupboard smells so wonderful.
Yay! Yeah, so I don't know. I'm thinking about taking 50 bars. I'm trying to decide if I don't know. I may not even have 75 bars. I'll see how much I sell between now and the end of next week. You guys buy it fairly quick, so.
Yeah, Amy T says Facebook will now only show you business pages if you interact with them. So all those people that watch the show a lot and told us how much they love the show, but they never say anything, I think they're not
won't
getting.
Show it now.
I think that Facebook's not showing them now. So.
Yeah, Facebook, and I wouldn't mind because I understand Facebook is a business, and I wouldn't mind paying for them to show. I get that, except that when I've done it before, they didn't show it, and it got us nothing. I spent money that basically went down the toilet, so.
Oh, Nana Colton 0605 says, first time catching you live. Love your channel.
Well,
thank you so
Welcome.
much. There's Susan was asking if I wanted to leave out the oatmeal in this recipe, would I double the flour? Well,
yeah, probably. Then you
would
would make more of a cobbler. And I would just add more flour. I'd probably add like a half a cup, 3/4 of a cup flour instead of whatever was in there.
Oh, Paula, does it make a difference about the wrapper on or off by whether it's hot or cold made soap?
No.
Awesome. I made an easy peach cobbler, but this looks just as easy. My family loves it. Actually, most of these recipes on the post, I'll share that post again, can be peach or apple.
Yeah, you could use blackberries, blueberries, peach, apple,
cherry,
raspberries, rhubarb if you want, whatever.
Oh yeah, fruit. Rhubarb was one people were looking for.
Yeah, whatever fruit you like, you can use that.
Well, I think that's pretty much it. There are other comments kind of coming in, but nothing like super urgent. So.
All right, don't forget to check our How to Save on Groceries Facebook page, guys. If you want to find it, type in Save on Groceries, Living on a Dime, and it'll come up. That's us.
Let me share that
We are giving away a lot of books on there, so you guys might want to read some of my posts, because I just throw it in there to see if anybody's watching or not. I'm pretty tricky.
So I just saved the How to Save on Groceries Facebook, shared the How to Save on Groceries Facebook group link, and you can also, for any of the links we're sharing, you can go to livingonadime.com, click on show notes and those links will be there. If you're watching later, then if you just type in our search bar something that sounds like what we described, then hopefully you should be able to find that too.
And Dig Out of Debt is only $5, and our Soapy course is only $15.
Woohoo.
So those are some good deals. They go off tonight. We will see you guys on Wednesday.
Do I need to share one of those links before we
And
go?
I don't know what I'm making on Wednesday.
It must have to be something
will be
controversial, so Facebook kicks it in
Which
gear
are
again.
the best paper towels? Maybe I should do that one on Wednesday.
Paper towels, really? I can't believe people are.
People
excited
want
about
to know
paper
that. I
towels.
know.
No offense, I mean.
But we don't use paper towels.
Well, and even when I was single and I used them more, I never thought of paper towels as being a major expense. So.
One lady said she was spending $75 a month on paper towels.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So apparently they use a lot. All right, guys. Have a good night. We will see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, good night. We're sure glad you were here. Bye. Oops. Ah.
Please don't knock over and break the light as
Mike
you're
has
turning
to-
it off.
I guess I'm going to do James' job now.
See you guys.